Hey everyone, it is January the 23rd. This is my second video on the way to the farm, and got a couple things I'm going to accomplish over here today. Got my buddy Rob meeting me. Got to fix some feeders. Got to open up the mouths on some of the funnels because they're getting clogged up. Hoping to meet a gentleman from the power company to help me determine where I'm going to place our metal building that we're going to put up over here, and just do a few other things. So looking forward to the trip. I'm going to document some of the stuff. Might take a look at some of the mineral sites that I put out last week, see if anything's hitting them. Might put up a few cameras on them, maybe get some shots of some deer. But hang tight, we'll be back in a little bit. All right, I'm over here at the farm. Made it over here, got my buddy Rob with me today and Ernie. We're gonna head out and work on these feeders a little bit. Still cold today, not as cold as it was last week, but probably around 25, 26 degrees, something like that. So get ready to hop into Polaris and we'll see you out there. All right, here we are. We're out here. I got my boy Rob with me today. We came out here to this feeder, and it's clogged up again. So we're going to open up the bottom on it, and so it doesn't get clogged up, and see if we can get this thing working a lot. They've been in here. You can see where they got the ground tore up. Right up here above my head, right there. That's the mineral lick we put in last week. Looks like they've been hitting it a little bit. Some deer tracks, and you can tell where they've been there. So we're going to get this down. Rob's going to crank it down. I'll talk a little bit about this contraption while he's cranking it down there. But this is just a deer hoist. I mean, it's holding probably 200 pounds of corn easily. You can see it's connected with just a ratchet strap that it comes with it, and just like that thing's on the ground. So we're gonna work on this a few minutes, hoist it back up there, and I've got it set on 3 times a day for like 10 seconds. We'll talk about, I'll give you some photos. Seems to be working pretty good. So we're gonna get to work here, and we'll get back to you here in a few. So here we are. We opened the opening on it a little bit at the bottom. That corn's coming through a little better now, so shouldn't get clogged up. As you can see, going back up is a little bit harder than coming down with it, with that hoist and being on a ladder, but pretty good exercise anyway. So anyway, there it is. That's one feeder we filled up. Got the opening. That should go off 3 times a day for about 10 seconds. I put a little bit on the ground. We got a big snowstorm coming. I'm gonna make sure they have a little bit of corn anyway where they can paw at, but supposed to get like 12 to 18 inches in the next 24 to 48 hours. So that'll give them a little food through this snowstorm. We'll be back. All right, here we are. Feeder number 2. We're gonna look and see how much corn this one needs. Got Rob up there, get ready to crank it down a little bit. Behind me over there is the mineral site we put in last week. They've been hitting it already. I'll put a picture up here. Doesn't look like it on the picture, but you can see there's a lot of deer prints in it, and you can see they're hitting it. So right here you can see where they got this cleared out, where that corn's spitting out of there 3 times a day for about 10 seconds. So I found that works pretty good. Doesn't put out too much corn, just enough for a snack. They're not gonna get fat on it, but it's gonna keep them coming in. So we're gonna pull this thing down, fill it up, and move on to the next one. All right, here we are. This is one of the mineral sites we established last week. The one with the stump out here and the deer trail. No snow on the ground today, so you can still see the deer trail, but I probably can't pick it up in my camera. But I'm freshened it up. You can see they've been hitting it. I put corn around it last week and it was gone. So I put about 50 pounds of corn and it was gone. So you can tell they've been hitting it a little bit. We hadn't had any rain, so that mineral hadn't really settled down into that stump, but pretty good spot right here. I freshened it back up and put a little, we call that during hunting season, we call that the ring of death right there. So put a little corn out, supposed to get a big storm coming up, and hopefully that'll give them a little food. So put a camera up here. I don't know if you can see it on the tree right there. I use those Tactacam reveals, cellular cameras. They do a really good job. So I'm gonna go put 2 more cameras on the other 2 mineral site spots and feeder spots that we've got up, and hopefully we'll get some good pictures. So be back in a few. All right, everybody. Just got done at the farm, heading home. Had a pretty good day today. Met with a gentleman from the power company. He basically told me I needed to stay 15 feet away. So there's a 30-foot right of way, so 15 feet on either side. That's good info. I wasn't sure about that. Basically, I'm putting a building in, a metal garage, 30 by 40. And I got just a residential overhead power line running through where I want to put it. So he said just 15 on either side. So good info there. Went and filled up the feeders, put out some cameras, blew some leaves around the mineral sites that I put out last week and checked on those. Just kind of a little bit of cleanup today, so hopefully we'll get some pictures from those cameras I put on the feeders and the mineral sites. So that's it for today. Video 2's a wrap.